This week on 3D printed soup, 3D printed versus injection molded plastic. The fight is on. That's right after this. Hello photo makers and welcome back to 3D printed soup. This week in a few of the comments on some of my videos, somebody mentioned the fact that, hey, why do I 3D print a lot of this stuff when I could just buy cheap plastic versions of it from IKEA or from Wilko's or from one of the other dozens of places where you can buy cheap moulded Chinese products. Like this one, this soap dish, which was about $1.99 and is probably the cheapest piece of injection molded crap you can possibly buy. And you know what? They're not wrong. Why would you 3D print this when you could buy it for so cheap? Well, first of all, transporting this from China on a massive ship costs thousands and thousands of hours, has a huge carbon footprint, and also this thing isn't biodegradable. It's made out of nasty petrochemical plastic, which if I bury that 5,000 years later it's still going to look like that. Whereas if I created the same thing out of PLA, it's made out of sugarcane and husk, and this will break down in a couple of years and turn back into some other paste, and then it will basically not pollute our planet for the next few thousand years. However, functionally, which is better? Cheap, mass-produced injection plastic soap dish, or beautifully designed PLA soap dish? So, I've used both of these for the last 4 weeks. Let's have a look and see how this stacks up to this. Let's give this a print. Before we do, however, don't forget to like and subscribe. Loads more subscribers this month. You guys are absolutely fantastic. If you haven't subscribed, why not? Drag your cursor down. Click the subscribe button. Is this something I said? Perhaps you don't like my face. Anything I can do to make you want to click the subscribe button. Please. I desperately need to feed my children. Actually, that's a lie. But click the subscribe button anyway. It helps me to grow the channel and it's fun and encourages to make more of these wonderful videos. So, let's print ourselves some soap dishes and put them through a rigorous 1-week test. Let's get printing. Okay, so after 2 weeks constant use in the household, much to my family's chagrin, let's have a look at the results. So first of all, let's have a check out of the injection molded plastic nasty one. After a couple of weeks of use, this one actually has started to get a bit of wear and tear on it. It's a little bit ground there where it's been dropped a couple of times and especially it's been moved around, and the plastic's also starting to discolour where it's been left in the sun quite a bit. And also, to clean it, you're supposed to be able to pop it out, but of course because it's cheap and just injection molded plastic, actually getting the top off is quite difficult. And yeah, it's alright, but to say, it's starting to discolour a bit as well. Got some weird sort of bits, black bits on it. So yeah, not hugely impressed by that. And yeah, wear and tear with kids and adults. Kids videos weren't included for obvious reasons, but yeah, it hasn't survived particularly well. Right, let's have a look at the 3D printing one. This is printed with PLA. First things first, edges are still smooth as butter. There's no discoloration, there's no chips, and this has been dropped a few times onto our wet room floor, which is made out of hard tiles, and it hasn't cracked or broken at all. There's no wear and tear. And also the thing I like about it is because it's PLA, that just comes straight off. There's no grip, there's no problems with basically popping it out. It's designed to fit perfectly. And yeah, easy to clean as well, and there is no discoloration due to the sun damage or anything else like that. So yeah, this is a very, very sort of haphazard test, but quite frankly, whether I would 3D print something or if I buy a cheap nasty injection moulded thing from China, no, I would go for a cleverly designed, nicely built, easy to clean version over a mass-produced, environmentally unfriendly injection moulded piece of plastic crap. So, absolutely no science involved here at all. I just use these for 2 weeks constantly, one in the upstairs bathroom, one in the downstairs bathroom. 3D printed one has fared very nicely, no damage to it. The cheap plastic one has warped, colour's gone slightly, and also it's got chipped, and it's just cheap and fairly shoddy. So yeah, after that highly scientific test, I think we can say that the PLA soap dish has survived my family a lot better than the petrochemical mass-produced one. So I'm going to say that I think that the 3D printed one is best. 2 reasons for that. One, longevity seems to be a huge factor here. It's not scuffed, it's not damaged at all, whereas this one is starting to crack on the bottom. There's some discoloration and it's starting to wear. And the other reason, this was made from a 3D printed community file. So printing this, I feel like I'm part of something. I'm part of people who make things and design things from home. It's a lot better than doing the purchasing of this, which is basically manufactured in a factory to a template, which they churn out thousands of these a day and ship them all over the world. This just feels a little bit more special, a little bit more personal. Dare I use the word artisan? No, not quite artisan, but designed by somebody who wanted to solve a problem and printed by somebody who enjoys making and building stuff. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Is 3D printing the future? Is 3D printing the way we should all go? Or is injection moulding what we should continue doing? Thanks for watching 3D Printed Soup. Sorry if this one's been a little bit off my usual action figure and Star Wars printing, but I felt like I wanted to do something a little bit more interesting and a little bit more educational. Everyone stay happy, stay safe, and keep printing.